Yo fellas, today we're dressed formally because we're doing another tier list! Hey! Listen, this is the continue of what we were doing last time. We've done the bosses, we've done the B-side of characters, we've done the tainted ones. Today we're doing the normal ones. Today we're doing normal characters. Let's go! Welcome! We made it! We made it! So we're gonna be ranking 17 characters going from Isaac to Jacob and Esau. This is gonna be very personal, I'm gonna have some controversial opinions, I'm already aware of that, but what's important is that we're gonna rank these characters with the thought in mind that they all have everything unlocked, meaning that Isaac starts with a D6, Eve starts with a blade, this kind of stuff. Nobody is unfair, okay? Everything is unlocked, they will be ranked accordingly. Starting with our boy Isaac. Dude, he's the OG. He's literally as good as it gets for a stat definition. Every single thing that goes forward comes from him. If a guy has high damage, it's because Isaac starts with 3.5 and this character has more than that. So his stats are pretty neutral. He has 3.5 damage, he has some tiers that are like normal, I would say default. This means that he doesn't shine as a super strong character, but he's not weak either. One good thing for him though, is that it starts with a quality 4. Starting with the D6 means that if you find a bad item, you have a chance to reroll it and get whatever you want. Now yes, this is all RNG, you could get a quality 2 into a quality 0, but you could also get a quality 0 into a quality 4, and that is very worth it. That is actually insane. Now I don't think this will be controversial, I don't think that at all, but this guy goes in S tier for me, and he'll set the precedent. Now everybody will be ranked according to him. That's just how the game works. Maggy, on the other... okay, little distortion. My mic died or something. Maggy, I feel like, is a character that is very underwhelming. She's harder to play with because she doesn't have that much damage. It's all based on the HP and the fact that you're a tank. There's actually a challenge for that as well, which is quite ironic. But it does explain the thought process behind the character, and she's meant to symbolize mom. That's fun, that's cool. But starting with 4 hearts, yum heart, and all of that with no offensive thing at all, for me is a negative side. If you watch my video, my runs, and know me, you'll know that I prefer being offensive rather than defensive. I don't like having 12 HP with 3 damage, I'd rather have 50 damage and 1 HP. It's much easier to play like that for me. I wanna go faster, I wanna bowl, and Maggy just doesn't give that to me. For that reason, I'll put him in C? Yeah, C sounds like a good thing. Hello? What? Am I tweaking? No, I'm not tweaking. What the fuck? Does it change if I do this? No? Okay, dude. Okay, listen. Sure. Cain now is an interesting character. He's perhaps one of my favorites. He's kinda hard to unlock, but I feel like the game forces you to unlock him at some point. Like, you'll get a run between your first 10 runs, where you get the amount of pennies necessary, where if you don't spend them, you'll unlock him. The good side of this guy is that he has a trinket that he starts with, which makes him open any chest for free, even the golden ones and the white one from the angels, which is a massive upside. And he starts with lucky food, not only giving him 1 luck, which is like whatever, but every pill is now a good pill. And not only this, top it over the top, this guy starts with higher damage than everybody else so far, meaning that he's even stronger. He's now my favorite in the list. Isaac, go fuck yourself. We need Cain in here. Go Cain, go, take the spot, go above him. Can you go above him? Nice, Cain is above him now. Going for the first 3, we start getting towards the actual glass cannons of this game. A glass cannon, if you don't know what it means, is a character that is very fragile in defense, but is extremely strong in offense. This being Judas. Judas is a good representation of that. Being unlocked by defeating Satan for the first time, Judas starts with 1 heart, which is horrible for any new player, man. New players are screaming at this guy, because he just dies, like, you take him and you go, he's dead, he's gone. What are you gonna do about that? Nothing. But he starts with higher damage by default and an active item that makes him have an even higher damage for the room. As soon as you get skills in the game, I feel like this guy is not a problem. Matter of fact, not only that, but he's pretty strong. This summed up with the fact that you could get a devil deal where an item gives you both damage and black hearts, you get more HP, you get extra damage multiplier, you are cooking. But the fact that he starts with only 1 heart is a very big downside for new players. I will account for that as well. I'm not going based on my own opinion alone, because my own opinion, 6/4 of the characters will be in S tier and this tier list will be over. So for that, this guy doesn't go in S, he goes in A, okay? He goes top of A tier. And I feel like he's fine there. He deserves it. Now, this guy right here, if you know, in the other episode that I've done about Tainted characters, this guy went straight into F, which I decided to omit today. I decided not to have an F tier here so that we don't shame on any character. Psych! F tier is back, baby. It's back, and it's all for blue, baby. Fuck you. This guy starts with 3 soul hearts, and you cannot get any red health, and this guy sucks. He has poops as an active item, default stats. He's literally Isaac but suffocated. Maybe there was a reason if they suffocated him. I don't know, man. This guy deserves to be at the bottom of the lower pit. Inside of the chest, under the chest, all of it, together. Just throw him there. From this line on, from the 5th character onwards, I feel like we start to descend in a line where characters stop to being strong themselves, but they have something that makes them unique, strong, weak, faster than others, something like that. But it's not in the stats, it's something interesting. I'll start with Eve as an example. Eve starts with a Razor Blade and a Whore of Babylon. Whore of Babylon makes it so that when you go at half a heart of red health, this says, you get a damage boost, you get some stats up, you look awesome because you look awesome when you do that, and you get super strong, and Razor helps with that. With the Razor you can take HPs away from yourself starting from the red health, meaning that if you pack up some soul hearts above you, you don't have to waste them in order to go back to the Whore of Babylon effect. This puts her, I believe, above everybody else damage-wise so far, which is nice. Not only this, but she has a super cool Tainted character to unlock, she's pretty nice, and she's fast. She's not 0 point something speed, she's 1. Which is something I forgot to include in Maggy, but Maggy is gone, so we don't talk about that. So Eve, my beauty, actually goes in A tier. I will say below Judas, personal preference, I know she gets more damage than Judas eventually, she goes below it. She has some still stuff that I don't like. Now we're starting the fashion show. We're starting in fashion with Samson. Guy, long hair, beautiful, strong as hell. His literal principle is the fact that he's strong. And even then, he's not really that strong. Because to be strong, this guy needs to take damage. Who the hell likes that? Who? Plus, on the 2nd floor onwards, you're either losing soul hearts or you're losing the deal. So what's the point of this? I don't know. I don't really like that mechanic. This character could be so much more because of the premise, because of the fact that he's strong, and yet, look at what he does. He does nothing. He's kind of just sitting there with the long hair, looking beautiful, and yes, we like that. We like that. We like the Sigma, Chad, Samson, whatever you want to call him. But no, dude, like, come on, even Maggy is stronger than you at some point. Like, really, could you not do 2 plus 2 and put something better together? Take off the hair and get stronger, cut it down? Yes, that was what actually they do in the Tainted, but this guy right here, not my stuff. Not what I like. I feel like he goes D tier. I know, this is insane. Samson, D tier, what are you doing? Are you crazy? You got in the head? Are you insane? Yes. I'm got in the head. Dude has his head covered of hair, he can't even see. Like, come on now. Let's go to the actual goat here, okay? Let's move on to the goat. Azazel. Everybody starts with Azazel. You're lying. If you tell me you've started with Isaac, you're lying. I mean, first run, yes, you're starting with Isaac. After that, you're going to play with Azazel, because guy is easy. Bro is the pave, and like, bro is just walking into the park, okay? He's, I bonked my mic. Oops, I'm sorry. He's just literally going. He's having his run, he's going through the rooms, he doesn't give a fuck. He just goes, he has a brimstone, who's gonna stop him? Bro flies! He has black hearts that when they stop being there, it does damage to the whole room. He has brimstone! He has a shorter brimstone that deals tick damage. When are you gonna stop this guy? When? The only thing that's difficult on him is getting range and doing ranged boss fight, like Hush, okay? That's it. That's it. Only difficulty is doing Hush. That's it. Gone. If you find me another difficulty, maybe Mother I could understand, okay? But you can still get range appeals, so it's all in the bin. And he doesn't even need to start with items, he doesn't need to start with actives. This guy's just him. He's just him, and he's stronger than everybody else. Boy, go in S tier, go above everybody else, don't even think about it. And to everybody who ever thinks, I don't love everybody fairly, remember I put Azazel in S tier, okay? I love everybody fairly. Outside of fucking blue, baby, screw him. We hate blue people in here, okay? We're racist against the blues. There anybody else that's blue in here? Yeah, there's the Forgotten. No, but he's only elf blue. Okay, no, we can make some adjustment for that. Now, jokes aside, we do appreciate everybody, but the gingers, I'm joking. Lazarus is kind of underwhelming. When I started playing, he was presented to me as a very unlucky character, and I tell you, that's confusing. because it's not wrong, but it's also not true. Now, he may not be the insanest character of all time. He may not be that strong. He's actually very weak. Where the hell am I going with this? I don't know. The thing is, I don't know where to place him. The more I look at him, the more I go like, where do you go, buddy? Where do you go? And something tells me the B tier is not populated enough. Something tells me he's worse than Maggy. So perhaps lower C tier, you go next to her, please don't get corrupted as well, thank you. Now Eden, quite literally, the character that fits the missing tier. Cause this guy is all or nothing. Eden starts with a random active item, a random passive item, random stats, random health, bro is just a question mark. He's built like a question mark. That's why there are people that do streaks with him, because he's inconsistent, he could literally be anything. So streaking means you get stronger at him, and you get stronger at defeating the RNG. There's people that have had 1,000+ streaks, meaning they didn't lose in 1,000+ runs, which is insane. People that lost at 900, people like me that lost at 6 multiple times in a row. But we're not gonna talk about that, I'm fine. I'm sure I'm the GOAT. I can do it with Tainted lost, not with Eden, let's not talk about it. So for an all or nothing character, I think a balanced tier in between the rest is fair. Because he's not consistently trash, so he cannot be in F, he's not consistently goated, so he cannot be in S, and B, I think fits quite well. Now Lilith, boy oh boy do I love Lilith. Starting with Cambion Conception, granting you Incubus, Box of Friends which makes you dupe buddies, she's the GOAT of grid mode. If you've played grid mode, you know you've probably started with her, because she's just that character, that's literally it, okay? She is that kind of character that in grid mode gets 16 buddies, she just pays through it, and it doesn't matter. The more buddies you get, the better it goes. If you get conjoined, you're basically won. She doesn't even need anything else. Buddies is all you care about, because bosses are the only hard part of the floors, really. Get some damage ups here and there, maybe, but that's it. Go shops, because shops are very important with her. And although she doesn't shoot from her own eyes, because she has a bandage, she's incredibly strong and has a potential that is so big. It's so big that she perhaps overrides the damage of somebody else like Judas and Heyo. So for that reason, I know people don't like her because shooting is hard as it's not in your eyes. I still think she's deserving of the top 8 here so far. Top 8 you go. Now, Apollyon, the guy I've hated for so long. Apollyon is fine, Tainted Apollyon is the one I hate kinda more. But you gotta understand that in my opinion, the items I will void rather than just pick up are so slim. Maybe because I have the YouTuber luck, maybe it's the 4 dead gods that make it different. But trust me, I see just so many good items, so many damage ups, stats up, tears up. I want my tears, man. Don't let me, I will void the tears item and then I get range. That is something I hate. Getting a quality 0, quality 1, I don't want it. I could pick it up and get a tiny bit of an effect through my run, or I could absorb it for stats. I absorb it and its range, its speed, its tier speed, like, what am I doing with those? Really, speak to me, what am I doing with those? This said, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, it's actually very, very positive, because it makes it so that you can stop wasting the active items, you can also abuse them, and now that Void has 4 charges with the buff from Repentance Plus, it actually has some better uses. See Mega Mush for example, Mega Mush has 12 charges, if you Void it and only has 4, you can basically have infinite Mega Mush, because by the time you consume it, you've done 4 more rooms. In my eyes, I will tell you, in my eyes, that's a solid situation. It's actually very frequent. I wouldn't say he's the strongest. He starts with a quality 4 though, and that's not to forget. And at the very least, if you don't get any stats up from the game itself on the pedestals, you can make them yourself. So, while I do not like him that much, this guy goes in S tier, below everybody else though. Below everybody else, like, yes, I'm praising you, but chill down. Now finally we start going into the stronger characters. I know a little bit of a change of tone, because here we're purely relaxing. The lost, man, the lost, finally, the lost, I say the found. This guy, flight, spectral, stronger damage, he's faster because he flies over rocks, can reach everything he wants. He has the Holy Mantle as a base kit item, meaning that you can save 1 hit per every room. He has infinite devil deals for free, and yes, compared to Tainted Lost, he can find HP ups and they do nothing on him. It's kind of a waste, but wait. This guy is just so good. Okay, you can tell me whatever you want. If you know how to not die, there's not gonna be one lost run that sucks. You will not have a lower than average run with him, ever. Unless you're silly and pick up soy milk and no other damage ups ever, you're not gonna have a bad run with him. Plus, he gets Perfection at the 3rd floor, let's not forget that. And Perfection gives you 10 luck, meaning that every luck related item is basically capped, if not almost capped. And that's an insane amount of damage. I could go in a lost run right now, and I get only crazy items, at least 1 quality 4, I tell you, and 3 quality 3s. I will poop my balls down in a toaster. Isn't there something that said something like that in a Isaac wiki? Probably yes. So, for what matters to me, Guy is my favorite actual character. He goes in S tier above everybody else. I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon. It cooled. But the Keeper, now the Keeper is something interesting, because Tainted Keeper is one of my favorites as well. Normal Keeper though, he's kinda harder, and I see why so many people are discouraged to play him, because this guy's hard. This guy's legitimately hard. To unlock him, you need to get 1,000 pennies in the Grid Machine, which is already horrible. Who wants to play Grid Mode for 1,000 pennies? Not me. Not anybody that I know, and I hope not you either. I know there are some Grid lovers, and you Grid lovers, we love you. We love you. But, listen to me. This guy, 2 pennies. If you take 1 HP down, you're on 1 hit, and you cannot recover from it. No, just no, like, it doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense. And unlike Tainted Keeper, this guy doesn't even have any benefit. Like, he cannot pay for stuff. He doesn't drop monies on the ground. His gimmick is just being weak and starting with Mutant Spider. That's it. You, boy, suck. Maybe D tier is too harsh, but remember there's still F tier, and so far only Blue Baby's there. Soon enough he'll be joined by some company. The Forgotten, on the other hand, first melee character we ever received. Bro has a soul that grants you either free devil deals if you know how to do that, and in other scenarios it flies, so you can fly over rocks, get pickups, get stuff. Plus he has a club that can reach over rocks by itself. It does more damage than default, you can throw it, kinda like a frisbee, and it looks beautiful when you get those massive damage ups. You get Polyphemus, that club goes like pop. It just sizes up like crazy. And I like that. I like this guy. This guy has a funny gimmick. He's the first of a kind that we got in Isaac. And although I know we have Spirit's Word now, we have kind of something that simulates him. He is just him. He's literally him, okay? He's the Giga Chad of Isaac, and you cannot stop that. This guy's fun, but he's not as viable as any other character. So I will tell you, outside of the fact that, let's not forget, to unlock this guy, you kind of have to go for a pain in the ass of a run. Which I've done recently on the new Dead God file, the 5th Dead God that we're doing, and it was painful, even with Azazel. So you're going top of A. Top of A seems fair enough to me. Bethany is where I get killed by the community. Bethany is where everything starts and everything ends. This girl, she starts with 100 angel deal chance, and we're angel boys. We love the angels, we stand them. I don't know, you Devil Deal is stronger. Devil Deal does Brimstone, Twisted Pair. Man, I just yoink Sacred Heart in here and you're all gone. It's just so radiant, so bright, so beautiful. Now, jokes aside, she's strong. I like the angels myself. If you follow me, you know I'm an angel boy. That's the motto of the channel. We don't go devil that much. I do understand Devil, but recently I don't like it as much, at least in Repentance Plus. I feel like in Repentance Plus it's kind of a waste. So Bethany starting with the Angel deal chance is just so much better. The only reason why people say that Angels are bad is because you need to potentially waste 1 or 2 floors with no deal. And I see that, but with her it's not a thing. So it's awesome, it's literally free, it's given. Plus she has Wisps. She cannot take soul hearts, that's kind of a negative side, let's say it, but she has an active item that, with energy from normal rooms and soul hearts, gives you wisps that shoot with you, and any active matches up with that one and gives you custom wisps that do custom effect stuff. I love it. Brother, you going into S tier above Cain. Closing the tier list, I will say that Jacob and Esau are the guys that are gonna give company to this guy. I didn't even gotta explain why. They're hitbox and hitbox. It's just like, 2 guys, they do shoot, yes, you do have 20/20, but your hitbox is also fat as fuck. So why do they exist? I don't truly know. I felt like they thought it was a fun gimmick and just yoinked them there. We are missing some character that was supposed to be Abraham, they never put him in, don't know what they did with him. But I think the tier list is complete. I don't know what happened to Maggy or whatever happens anytime I talk about her, but we are looking good. Only Eden in B tier, there's kind of a separator between weak characters and strong characters if you look at this, but I don't feel like I did too bad. What do you think? Do you think this is fair? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to join my Discord, because we're currently on a hunt to understand what... Remember to join my Discord, because we're currently on a hunt to find out what Isaac is doing to my PC, and when it's all collapsing, I'll do my specs are good. Like and sub if you've not done it already, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.